Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, right? Now, according to promoter Eddie Hearn, now I have no reason to doubt this, he is stating that as it stands right now, and it is January 2021, this fight is 90% finished. This is 90% done, right? It's pretty much guaranteed that if and when this fight takes place, it is not going to be in the UK. More than likely. Saudi Arabia apparently are the front runners. Bizarrely, and I say bizarrely because we've heard the name Singapore and China be mentioned, right? Bob Arnold's put shows on in Macau, China. He has. But the Chinese market, I mean, Eddie Hearn signed Zhilei Zhang. Maybe he'll stick him on the undercard. But it's really... boxing is hardly a massive sport in China. Right? And Singapore, I mean, we've heard of boxers come out of China, as I said, like Zhilei Zhang. But like Singapore, really... I know they have an F1 race there every year, but in terms of anything, I mean, really, that name kind of took me by surprise. I shout out to one of my subscribers because he did correctly point out that Singapore, they've minimal restrictions, so, you know, it could be done there, no problem. But I was really surprised when I heard Singapore being mentioned. Obviously, there's people with big money and very, very, very deep pockets who maybe want to fight there. Maybe they feel that it would... You see, here's the thing, right? China and Singapore both have time differences, right? So I don't know what way that would. If you're trying to do that, I'd still watch it. I'd still stay up for it. But if you're looking to kind of get peak time, especially if you're talking about UK fans, it's the two biggest fighters from the UK. It's the biggest heavyweight. It's the biggest fight in UK boxing history. You want to get it at a decent time. Therefore, it would seem logical that they probably do it in Saudi Arabia. I would imagine that this pay-per-view is going to be like, I'm talking, you know, American style pay-per-view prices, because that'll do serious numbers. Both guys have a big fan base. That'll do serious numbers. Saudi Arabia, I didn't mind. The atmosphere wasn't quite the same as it would have been if it was in the UK or America, but it was alright. At, you know, I forget whereabouts in Saudi Arabia they did it, but they done Ruiz Joshua 2 in Saudi Arabia. I thought it was alright. I'd imagine that there is an absolute, just, I mean, like, trucks full of cash in Saudi Arabia trying to get that fight there. And I'd imagine that even if, you know, we decided, you know, I'd love it, let's just let fans back in. Let's just do what we should have done and just let fans back in, and just, they probably still do it in Saudi Arabia, truth be told, because the money is just insanity. So I'd imagine they're probably going to do something like that. I think that the venue is the biggest thing for these guys, that they're trying to figure out where they want to do it. Now, Saudi Arabia, as I said several times, I didn't mind it, and I actually quite kind of liked it, because this card was done and all by about 9 o'clock. So, like, literally, it was finished at 9. I was out, I think it was on a night out that night. I was out and all by 10. It was brilliant. The night was over, and I wasn't having to, you know, stay alert the whole night, because, you know, obviously I knew it'd be over by then. So I actually didn't mind it. So Saudi Arabia, look, I'd love it if this fight was in the UK. I'd go over to it. I'd probably still go over to Saudi Arabia, to be honest with you, to this fight. Try and get some interviews. But I'd love this fight to be in the UK. It's a massive fight for the UK. Easily sell out Wembley like that. It'll be on pay-per-view, obviously. It's going to be there. Like, people talk about 25. I'm serious, people. I'm seeing this being in the 40s or 50s. Seriously. With Sky Box Office, BT Sport Box Office, whichever. It's going to be there. And even if we have the zone, it's probably still going to be there. Probably still going to have to pay something for it, I'd imagine. So, Eddie Hearn saying this fight is 90% done. 2021, having Fury AJ. Having Fury AJ, summertime in around then. I suspect if we're getting this fight, I don't know why, but I just have a feeling if we're getting this fight in 2021, it's going to be later on in the year, like maybe like September, October time. I don't know why, I just have that feeling that for some reason, I think there's a chance we'll see this fight. I do think there's also, I just want to touch on Deontay Wilder, that situation. I'll touch on it in a separate video. But I do think there's a good chance we'll see this fight in 2021. But Eddie Hearn's been saying May, June. I hope so, could be right. But for some reason, I just see this fight. For some reason, I can just see something coming up and this fight happening in September, October time. I don't know why, I just can't. I have that feeling. And you've always been lucky with his good feelings. Believe you me, my good feelings are they're always pretty on point. I'm saying it will be this time, but you never know. So yeah, Eddie Hearn saying that 90% complete AJ versus Fury. I want to see this fight. I think it's a great fight. I think it's a tremendous fight. Irrespective of whether Undisputed is on the line, I think it's a tremendous fight. So I'm all go wherever it is in the world, as long as we see it. That's the way I've gone with this. Wherever it is in the world, as long as we see it. If they did it in Timbuktu, as long as we see it. That's the way I have a looking at it. Saudi Arabia, I imagine, is the front runner, and I imagine that's where they're going to put it on. I'd imagine so. Both guys are going to get absolutely paid, and then some. If it's in Saudi, they're going to get paid regardless, man. That is just, setting your children up for life with the amount of money they're going to get for this fight. Seriously. So guys, I'm going to leave it here. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Smash the like button if you did. Subscribe, of course, if you're new. #GMazRocks, King of Rip Jeans, all that good stuff, lads. I'll talk to you. Peace.